All right. We ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, let's get started.
Yep.
Last time on Phandelver and below, the Shattered Obelisk, you all find yourself in the frontier town of Phandalin. Either because you live there, or you're just passing through, or you're employed there, for some of you. And the representative of the Lord's Alliance, Sildar High Temple, or High Castle, I think High Temple, High Winter, has sent you on a quest to go slay the dragon Venomfang, which makes his home in the ruined town of Thundertree. The dragon usually keeps to himself, but the local druid Hydoth has heard that the dragon seeks to expand his territory, make his lair in Phandalin. So you take the week's journey to travel to Phandalin. You're able to slay the dragon, but things were kind of not what they seemed immediately. Venomfang seemed to be having inner thoughts, having been made promises that were then broken, promises of power, and the corpses of strange goblins were littered about his lair. These goblins with these bulbous, almost misshapen heads that were kind of larger than usual. But with Venomfang slain, you all took a long rest at Rylos' hut on the outskirts of the town. And you prepare to head back to Phandalin. You did find some loot. I think some of you have already equipped it. But along with some gold and some spell scrolls, you found a Instrument of Illusion, a +1 leather armor, +1 battle axe known as Hugh, boots of striding and springing, and Raina, our warlock, got a dragon-touched spell focused, and there was a staff of defense, which I believe one of our bards took. And
Yeah, I took that one.
Yep, and a number of gems, which made our Tortle very happy.
Indeed, I have examined and collected those gems without consent of anyone else in the group. And
I
now
wrote down
look.
that you did. So you have mine, I guess.
One of them
And,
is a pearl, so it may be useful for a spell down the line.
Yeah, everybody, just so you know, I in my little collection here, I will dole out any necessary, life-saving gems for spells. Feel free to rummage around in there if you find me unconscious and, need them. Otherwise, stay out. They're mine.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
So there are a few items here. The Instrument of Illusion, probably good for our other bard.
Yeah, I took it and I added it to the one that I already had.
Oh, so you have two instruments?
No, you said it was okay to add it to the one I already have.
Oh, that's right. Yes, it's
Or
more of a
combine
flavor thing.
Yeah.
+1 leather. If none of you have studded leather yet, then this will basically be the equivalent.
I wear my armor on me, so I have no need of that leather.
I mean, that's where everyone wears their armor.
I mean,
But
it doesn't come off.
It is
Okay.
me.
I am my own armor.
+1 battle axe. Maybe it doesn't have an immediate use.
I could use that if nobody wants it. I would be more interested in those boots of striding and springing. However, I also feel like I get last claim because I totally greedily took up all those gems.
Listen, I want to see a giant jumping Tortle leaping into battle.
All right, I accept if you all accept. I will take those boots.
No
Fine with me.
problem.
And Bryce's character got a ton of stuff at the start, so he's good.
Yeah, I did. I got Lightbringer and Dragon Guard.
Yep.
Yeah, I would look into the battle axe, but I can't do martial weapons.
So am I the only person for whom that battle axe has value then? It is better than my flail by +1.
For whom the axe swings.
I will take Q, but instead of HEW, I'm gonna rename it HOUGH.
I believe it does extra damage to plants or plant-based creatures.
Yeah, that
Did
sounds
you
right.
used to be a Borg?
Huff? Hough.
I can't spell. However the British people spell it.
It deals maximum damage to the wielder if it. When the wielder attacks a plant creature or object made of wood.
Ugh.
Yeah, that will do +1 better than my flail would. So
If you
Just
ever,
don't chop anything down.
if you ever,
Take out some doors if they're in the way.
yes, if you keep it around in case you ever fight some plants.
you never know.
Ever fight a flower, but Neverwinter is not far from here. In fact, you'll have to pass by it to get back home. So if you want to stock up on anything on your way back, it will be about a week's journey.
Wait, it deals maximum damage to the wielder?
When the wielder attacks.
When do we... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like pro-plant. Like, don't mess with the plant, bro.
That'll be a cursed item.
Yeah.
I think they got this in Adventure Zone when they were doing the pre-made adventure at the start.
A weapon made out of Groot's arm or whatever.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, if you guys want to just split up that coinage between yourselves, again, I got gems for cash, and otherwise I'm ready to roll out. I gotta get up from my stupor and I walk outside and kind of slouch down in the early morning sunlight, try to sun myself, get the blood flowing.
Yeah, so just so you know, I use a shared inventory system. So things like when you pick up some treasure in gold, we'll put it in the shared inventory
Got it.
thing, and it'll be up to you guys to organize it. But everyone should have access to it. So, yep, a cold-blooded reptile needs to get warmed up in the morning.
Didn't even think about that. Yeah.
But right off, the druid does thank you for ridding Thunder Tree of a venom fang, saying, I think at last, got the voice, but I think at last Thunder Tree will begin to grow again now that it's free of zombies, blights, and dragons. Perhaps one day it'll prosper like Phandalin is. She turns to Raina and goes, and one day perhaps your home will be alive and prosperous like it once was.
Raina just looks out, like the memories are just kind of overwhelming her, and she just nods her head.
She goes, well, I'm back to Phandalin with you, I suppose. That town's always in the need of heroes.
Thank you for your hospitality.
So he goes, my pleasure. She will give you some supplies for the journey back. It's a way of saying thank you.
I give her my business card, and I say, if the Lord's Alliance can be of assistance, do not hesitate.
Well, they were a great help this time. You must give my thanks to Lord Highwinter.
Mm-hmm. I will be sure to pass it along. No, knowing that he didn't actually do anything.
In some stuff.
Well, hey, would either of you bards like to play us a good traveling song here as we set off this morning? I could use some tunes.
Yes, some jaunty music.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a bonus action to billow my cloak, and then whip out my Hawkluke and Bandor, and yeah, I will definitely start playing a little tune.
Such flair.
I tap my foot. I like it.
I don't.
You're gonna be hearing it for several days. Is there anything you want?
Song that...
Yeah. Is there anything you guys need in Neverwinter, like extra potions or anything like that?
I got my one potion of healing still. I haven't used that, so I think I'm good.
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
Yep,
So-
I'm good, although because my instrument is an instrument of illusions, there are little illusory visual effects within a 15-foot radius of me. And today, we are going with a spectral dancer.
Hmm.
Rippy.
I guess since we passed through Neverwinter, I'm gonna sell the mace that I no longer need for 2 gold. Can I find a buyer?
It might be tough, but I think maybe.
Okay.
Rok'kee, if you're heading to a wholesale place, take this flail. I give him my flail to sell as well.
Yes.
You can keep the gold, or put it in the community pot, whichever.
I'm gonna keep it. What's its value? Was it 5?
That sounds right. I just removed it from my inventory.
So that's what this mace is. They're probably the same thing. Okay. I'm 4 gold richer.
Whit, were you gonna take that +1 leather?
Yeah, no one else took it?
Yeah, I think everyone else has studded.
Yeah, I already have leather.
Okay.
I have Dragon Guard.
Yeah, better than leather, right? You can
Yeah.
add +1 leather to your inventory. Then Franklin's taking the boots.
Indeed, I give him a hop or two. I'm enthusiastic about my newfound vertical mobility.
And you
Does
can
it look weird? You being an old turtle? Are you old?
Not particularly.
Okay.
I mean, he looks old because he's all scaly and stuff.
I mean, he's a teenager, right?
Oh, good thing I haven't mutated yet.
Good thing.
So, sorry to take us out of the... wait, so what should I look for for adding to my inventory for this? +1 leather armor?
Yeah, just type in leather, and there should be a +1 option.
Don't see it. Oh, load more. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Oh, I don't see leather +1. That's so weird. Okay. I don't want to hold things up.
Oh, hold on.
I found it.
Okay, yeah. It may be a magical item. I don't know if that matters. That should give you an extra armor class.
It does.
It was once the latest style in Thunder Tree before everyone died.
No.
I'm not feeling particularly trusting of this armor then.
Alright. So it takes upward to a week to make it back to Phandalin. Travel south until you reach the crossroads of the Tribord Trail. And by that...
So throughout this entire trip, Frost has just been sort of moody, right? She's not really interested in things. She's not laughing. She's not engaging really with the others, right? I mean, she's just being kind of a moody teenager. Just FYI, right? I mean, it's a week on the road, so
Yeah.
surely you all would have noticed.
Frosty, you've been awfully quiet. How you handling that near-death experience?
I'm good.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes.
Yeah.
I think you
Sorry,
were
that's
one
not Frost.
hit
That was
point.
me laughing. That was not Frost
I
laughing.
think you were one
Frost.
hit point away from rules
Yeah.
of, as written as dying outright.
Frost has learned that she is squishy. And she's just.
But yeah, we got
Kind
two
of
very
about it.
squishy bards in this party.
Well, in the future, try to stay behind me. Can't do much about those dragon breaths, though.
Facing one being confronted with one's own mortality is never easy.
Raina has been complaining the entire time about the dirt. She doesn't like to be dirty. She doesn't like her clothes to get dirty, and she is a muddy mess because we are on a trail, and it is disgusting.
And Rok'kee does not understand because he is dirt.
You don't like being clean.
Yeah. A shower would kill me.
Wash you away. No, you're not literally. Being
I don't know. I might be. You don't know.
Rok'kee, if you get wet, can I take a bath in you? This little mud bath, it's good for the skin.
I don't know.
Alright, mark that down for an experiment later.
Raina stays far, far away from Rok'kee.
Oh, jeez, this guy.
Yep. So as you approach Phandalin, you realize that a crowd is gathered in the town square. Everyone seems to be kind of agitated. The rumbling of an agitated crowd greets your journey back into town. It only takes a moment to locate the source of cacophony. The home of the townmaster, Harbin Wester. A gaggle of townsfolk has gathered, some shouting for Harbin to come outside and others decrying his leadership. A few individuals of the crowd display minor injuries, and all seem anxious and frustrated.
Is Sildar among them?
Sildar's nowhere to be seen. But there's a crowd of people in front of Harbin's house.
Interesting. Do they look like they are on the verge of eruption into violence, or just peeved about something?
Well, you can kind of listen in what they're yelling into the townmaster's house in his direction. One of them seems to be complaining that the bar has been smashed in the Sleeping Giant. Another one's complaining that the miners' exchange is nearly toppled over. And one even
I hear
says,
that and I panic, look over and try to look over to see what that situation is.
Yeah. One man is saying my wife is missing. She's been missing for days. Why don't you do something about this? And there's another woman with a like holding a little kid by the hand, kind of leading her out of the crowd back to her house. And she's like, "Mom, why can't we go play outside?" And she goes, "No, it's too dangerous with those gremlins running around. It's it's not safe to play outside." And out in the distance, you hear a window break, in the far end of the town, and you hear someone say, "See, it's those troublemakers. They're at it again." And then you see the door of the townmaster creak open. He goes, you see him kind of poke his head through, and he goes, "Oh, it's you, the adventurers! Come here! Don't let those these mad people through. Where have you been? Come in immediately.
Before I go in, I turn to the citizens. I see an opportunity to show that I can lead and don't need Sildar. And so I'm, good citizens of Phandelver, we'll get to the bottom of what is happening in the town. Please sit tight. And
Raina mumbles to herself about not having enough time to bathe.
But inside the safety of the house, he closes the door, like triple locks it. He's like, "Oh, this mob has been outside my door for days. Where have you been? What took you so long? Why haven't you been here?"
We were busy protecting the town from the dragon to the north.
Forget about the dragon. We have goblin problems.
Forget about the dragon. We have goblin problems.
Now we can, thanks to us.
If we had been provided a cart and horse, we would have been here sooner.
Say, well, we're lucky to even have a cart and horse after what this town is going through. Saying, not long after you left, these goblins just strolled into town, weird green glowing eyes, and making a mess out of the place. And they're still here, just causing mischief. They're breaking windows, breaking pots. They're robbing stores. They smashed up the bar. They smashed up the Shrine of Luck. It's like and they expect me to handle it. Like, what can I do? I'm just a humble town master. We don't have any armed guards here. We don't have a militia.
All right. Well, where were they last seen?
Well, so, there's still a handful of them are still running around the town, but they seem to hit 4 places around town to cause the most damage. It's like, listen, I'm a reasonable man. He says, you will be paid if you get to the bottom of this. He says, I'll give you 50 gold pieces each. Has a down payment and 150 if you sort this mess out. Get rid of these goblins. Find out what they're up to.
I feel like that's way more than Rocky's base salary, significantly more.
Yeah, Fermi's like, holy crap, okay, to himself.
Yeah.
I'm doing this.
Frost is mumbling under her breath about what's the use of money if you're not gonna live long enough to spend it. Right, she's just moody teenager mumbling under her breath, doesn't care.
Raina is examining her nails and just disgusted, and then there's she snaps her fingers and thaumaturgy.
Harbin is peeking out the window. He lifts up a curtain a little bit. He says, "Oh, they're still out there." It's like, what are they blaming me for? It's all unfair.
I'm sure it is.
He says, there has been 4 places in town where these goblins seem to have caused the most trouble. He will list them out. He says, over by the Miners' Exchange, they did something over there. Now the whole building is lopsided.
It's kind of funny.
And what is it that happened to the sleeping giant?
They smashed up the front bar and stole some beer and food, apparently, but vandals. Vandals, a lot of them.
With a smile on her face and a glint in her eye, she says, Greska must be furious.
Oh, she was livid, and not to mention Halia at the Miners' Exchange. She wanted my head. Very unfair.
Oh, that Halia, she's an impertinent person anyway. I'm concerned about Droop. I think we gotta go find Droop. I know you guys don't know him. But he's a goblin that works with me down at the exchange. Kind of the only closest thing I have to a friend. But if we're gonna figure out what's going on with goblins, we could go smash them, or we could smash them and then have a goblin buddy translate what is up with their glowing eyes and why they're destroying stuff. So that's where I want to go. I'm very concerned.
Well, there's two other spots. The Shrine of Luck in the town square, completely destroyed. So poor the innkeeper's daughter, the poor thing, was trapped under there for nearly an hour as we tried to get her free. She was praying with the sister there. Says, "Oh, but she's safe. Don't worry. She's actually helping rebuild." And then at old Barthen's provision, they destroyed the well for no good reason.
I suppose we should make contact with this Droop. He may be of most assistance in this encounter.
Oh yes, that goblin who works at the Miners' Exchange. I don't think he was involved, if that's what you're suggesting.
Never know.
No, I want to make sure he's okay.
I mean, if these goblins... So, Fermi is just trying to be very pragmatic about this. Got the gold on his mind. He's like, okay, look, I mean, if there are goblins running around still, like, right now, I mean, taking this jaunt down to the exchange to find this guy who's just going to send us back here, we're going to have to take care of these guys anyway. You know, I think we should go after the guys that are still hanging around the town.
Well, yeah,
Sure,
but
if you have a death wish.
if they're still spread out over town at these 4 locations, we might as well pick one first. Or, better plan, what if we all split up? Each one of us takes one of the locations, and then that way we can meet back here once we've all killed all of our share of goblins. What do you guys say?
I
And
mean,
we'll be able to fly because we'll be ghosts.
Yeah, sounds like we'd be dead.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to run into... Imagine if you run into a gang of those goblins breaking stuff all on your lonesome. It's like, no.
Yeah, it's really insensitive, Franklin. Not all of us carry, like, shields and weapon armor and stuff on our backs, right? It's really rude of you.
Oh. I didn't think about that.
I'm sorry. Raina just looks at Frost and is like, my, you are a curious one.
But he hands you
He
each
rolls her eyes.
yeah, he hands you each a small sack full of 50 gold pieces. It says, Barthen's Well, the Miners' Exchange, the Shrine of Luck, and the Sleeping Giant Inn. It's like, that's where the goblins have caused the most damage.
Alright, fair enough. I vote for the exchange. I'm with Franklin.
Or, I guess the alternative would be, if I just, in my head, can't think of where this is. If we have to race past other locations to get to the Miners' Exchange, then that doesn't make sense.
Well,
like,
okay.
if the Shrine of Luck is, like, right outside where we are.
So
there we
here
go.
is a map of Phandalin. With arrows pointing to the,
We'd have to go past literally
spots.
everything.
So, don't, go where you want first.
Yeah.
I
I mean, also, it's a 4-minute walk from one side of the town to the other.
Yeah. I say
Yeah,
Shrine of Luck and then exchange. That's my vote.
That works, pending information gathered at Shrine of Luck.
Raina, can you hold off on seeing what's the boss's name there? The Sleeping Giant?
Greska?
Can you hold off on seeing Greska's misery for a little longer?
I suppose.
Wonderful.
If you can get this mob to dissipate, it would... I can't even take a nap. They're so noisy.
Frost is gonna. I'll walk to the door and open it, like jerk it open and like yell, "Y'all super annoying! Why don't you just go home and cry there?" And then slams the door back.
Raina is thoroughly amused by this.
I mean, Rok'kee gives it to it that one.
Do they start dispersing?
Because
if not, she's just gonna shrug at the townmaster, right? Like, if they break up, she's gonna be like, "Ha!" And if not, she's just gonna be like, "Well, you know, what are you gonna do? Townsfolk."
Yeah, I get.
So
Nothing left to do but go.
Franklin just pushes the door open and just starts pushing his way through the crowd to head towards the Shrine of Luck.
We are on the case, folks.
Yeah, Harbin goes like, "Worry not, citizens. The new heroes of Phandalin are going to take care of our goblin problem, just like adventurers took care of the Red Brands and took care of Cryovane. We have new heroes to save the day." And there's a small smattering of applause, and he goes, "For your all safe, for your safety, please return to your homes, or don't stay outside. These goblins are throwing sharp things, and you don't want to get in the middle of it." Oh.
Frost is gonna be struck by a thought. She's not quite sure. So, very tentatively, she's going to ask the crowd that she just yelled at.
Mhm.
Is there anyone who doesn't have the means to secure a roof over your head for the evening?
Everyone starts kind of looking at each other and says like, "Oh yeah, we guess we can return home. I mean, if there's going to be a big battle here, we don't want to be caught in the middle of it."
Okay.
Few people head to the Stonehill Inn, kind of return to their homes.
As we head out, Fermi's just gonna kind of say audibly so that Harbin can hear, and maybe whoever else is close enough. But he's gonna hurl a little insult, and he wants it to be. He wants Harbin to not be able to know whether I'm actually viciously mocking him or not. I'm not. I'm just saying the insult, but I want him to be like, "Uh-oh." And it's making fun of how, like, weak and scared he is. Like, someone's wife is missing right now, bro. Like,
Yeah, you definitely.
you want to take a nap? You said.
Definitely hear a few people say that like some people are missing in the town.
Yeah.
Do your parents know you're a fraidy cat?
At this point, he's just relieved that the people are dispersing. He goes, "Oh, okay. Remember, 150 gold pieces if you take care of our goblin problem. Oh, and good work with the dragon." And he closes the door, and you hear the locks again.
Frost makes a very unladylike gesture towards the door.
It's useless as ever.
So, where are we going now? What did we say? Was it the stupid shrine or whatever Franklin's stupid goblin friend? Where are we going?
I believe the shrine. It's right outside.
Shrines. What a waste of
You head over to the Shrine of Luck. This is a small shrine to the goddess Timora, the god of luck, the goddess of luck. It's led by a elf known as Sister Garrett, which you have learned that she is a member of the Harpers, kind of a semi-secretive organization. But normally the shrine is standing, but now it is just a pile of rubble. and you see the elf and about a 10-year-old girl, which you recognize as the daughter of the innkeeper at the Stonehill Inn, Tamara. Just kind of moving blocks, keep just putting everything, making everything a little more organized so they can start to rebuild. But they seem to be the only one concerned about the state of the shrine.
What terrible luck you seem to have had
Yep.
this afternoon, sister.
Yeah, once a striking cairn of colorful rocks and offerings to Timora, the shrine now looks precarious. You see two figures attempting to move some of the shrine's larger rocks. The elf sister Garael and the human girl no more than 10 years old.
I guess I don't know. I guess Franklin already opened up.
Yeah. Yes, I will. What do you say when you went up there?
I just made an offhanded bad taste comment about their bad luck. But
I didn't even get it.
Yeah.
Ah, the goddess of luck. Oh, you are a dick.
Yes, it is not lost on me, the irony of the situation.
Maybe if you made a better shrine, this kind of thing wouldn't happen.
Saying the shrine was very sturdy.
Doesn't look very sturdy from here.
It's not anymore. He does say that the goblins took these goblin vandals seem to have taken a centerpiece of the shrine above the archway, and once that was off, the whole thing just came tumbling down. It was a load-bearing stone.
While she's talking, I'm any stone clearly cracked, and you can two halves. I'm using mending to at least put the stones that were broken back together.
Yeah. Tomorrow the little girl goes saying it was a very pretty stone. It was a black piece of obsidian. They said no, obsidian.
Obsidian, that's
dear.
right.
So, okay. Yeah, but the goblin, I was praying in the shrine with Mother, and these goblins with these green glowing eyes came in and climbed up the shrine and took the center stone, and the whole thing came tumbling down. Saying, "Mommy, Mother, her arm, but she'll be okay. She's recovering, and I wasn't hurt. So now I'm helping clean things up, right, sister?" She goes, "Yes, dear. Your Timora's blessing upon you."
Miss Stonehill, you were trapped under the shrine?
When the rocks fell, yeah, but
Do you need medical
Shaka when the rocks
assistance?
fell. No,
Are you harmed?
that's not it. But
I get it. Don't worry, I got it.
okay, good. I'm sure Sam and Twin did too. It's a Star Trek reference for everyone out there.
Oh, okay, cool.
I got
Good
it.
to know.
I got it.
I didn't.
Oh, Temba has arms open. All right.
Yeah.
Did either of you see where the goblins ran off to?
She goes, "I couldn't see much. I just saw them running away laughing. They were carrying that stone."
Which direction did they head?
She goes, "I don't remember. I was just trying to get out." Sister goes, "I unfortunately was away. I did not witness any of this." And apparently, similar crimes have been happening all over town. I assume this is why you're here to investigate?
Yep. It seems that there's not much more we can do here. I understand we will be on the lookout for the missing stone.
Saying you're free to look around the shrine. We've cleared out most of the rubble.
So does Tamara have? Is she missing any hit points? Deal is what I'm trying.
Oh, this was like a few days ago. Like all this happened.
Okay.
Most of these crimes like happened when you were away.
Well, geez, they are very slow moving here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a bunch of rocks.
Stack them back up. Jeez, it's been 3 days.
I'm trying as hard as I can, mister.
Frost just kind of like wanders through the rubble, like kind of not like kicking rocks, but like pushing on rocks with their foot, like, you know.
Yes, like any help in repairing the shrine would be appreciated.
Yeah, Frost is more like spreading the rocks farther around.
Jeez, Frost. I was just gonna do like a passive-aggressive, non-vicious mockery.
I mean, I'm moody, and I'm just like kind of kicking rocks and not really paying attention. But the end effect is that yes, I'm spreading the rocks further apart, as opposed to bringing them together.
Frost, I do not believe your help is having the intended positive effect.
Positive effects? Whatever. What's next?
Do any of you wish to help with the shrine?
I mean, we gotta keep this investigation going, in my opinion. We can come back and
there are goblins running around right now.
Yeah, I'm getting twitchy.
Yeah.
Worried about Droop.
Once the once the threat is neutralized, we will certainly provide.
This may be some interest.
Really? Dude, you're a rock. You can't just like click your finger and make the shrine go back to how it was. Like, aren't you, like, the same substance?
That is quite racist.
He's not a rock bender, an earth bender. We did find something peculiar, though, when we were clearing out the rubble. Might be of interest.
Anything that will help. Anything could help. What did you find?
She hands you an axe with runes etched in the hilt. He goes, I don't recognize this. I don't think it was left here as an offering.
Fermi's gonna grab it and try to chop down some grass with it and see what happens.
No, Raina's gonna take it from Fermi and immediately cast Detect Magic.
And while that's happening, are the runes either dwarvish, elvish, or...
You can give me a history check.
Well, I know those languages.
Runes are different than language.
Oh, well, fine. It's a 16 on the history.
You can do with advantage.
Okay. Then in that case, it is a 17.
17. Take a look at the runes, and they are indeed a type of dwarvish. And it takes you a moment because there's some subtle differences, but it's actually Duragar in origin, the dwarfs that reside in the Underdark.
Okay.
Do I detect any magic from this thing?
It's an older rune, but it checks out.
Yeah.
See, I can do it too.
Yeah. Yep. I love it.
You don't detect much about it. It's just kind of decorative runes.
What do they? Am I able to decipher what they say? Like, do runes mean? Are runes a written language? Are they words?
In my mind, runes are kind of like glyphs. You know, maybe it means it can be a language too, but it just says like made in the Underdark. You know.
Nice. Okay.
Raina's just like, nothing special, and hands it back to Fermi.
So it is a hand axe. If you wish to put it in your inventory, but other than the runes, there's nothing really special about it.
No, I just wanted to see if it dealt maximum damage to the wielder when you hit plant.
To the wielder.
Yeah. I don't really want
We will
this.
find such an axe.
Yeah. Can you put it down once you've picked it up?
I attempt to put it down.
Interesting. This wasn't here before the vandalism.
Because I don't believe so.
Alright, so the Gobos are wielding Underdark forged weapons of old.
Not necessarily of old, it's just of Durgar origins.
Fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Onward.
You're welcome. We'll continue to rebuild the shrine. So people can make offerings to Timora yet again.
Good luck.
As we walk away, I'm going to use Mage Hand to lift up the most 10-pound looking rock that I can see and put it onto the shrine.
Very top. Give me a dexterity roll. See how well you place it on there.
Ooh, 7.
7.
Wow.
You carefully place it on the top, and then the top few stones that are still remaining fall over. And the sister just goes, "Oh, thank you for your help."
Frost laughs. She thinks that's funny.
I'm gonna play on my instrument. Da, 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 da.
I believe we have helped enough.
And I can't help but smile a little despite everything that's happening. It's good to hear. All right. Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
All right, on to the exchange.
Is
As
that
we
where
get
that
closer, I
stupid
start calling for
goblin
Droop.
is? Yeah.
Droop! Droop!
Where are you, Droop?
Darling, I think
I
it's
really
best
want
if we
Droop.
don't draw attention to ourselves.
Who's probably dead anyway.
Or
I see him! Droop! You're alive!
Franklin!
I mean, that's cool.
The dragon didn't kill you.
No! What
that's
happened
great, buddy.
here?
That's great.
Yeah, we totally. Oh man, Droop, I had the best mushrooms up there. This Emerald Enclave Druid. Oh man, top-notch supplier.
those
Thunder
druids
Tree
have
next time I go.
Those druids always had the best stuff, you know.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He goes, you didn't bring any with you, did you?
No, I didn't want to press my luck. I just went in the forest, but went in Thunder Tree, let's say.
At this point, the Miners' Exchange guild leader, Halia, kind of steps out of this very noticeably tilted building now. She goes, well, look who decided to show up, the heroes of Phandalin. Don't worry, I took care of it. So,
My desk's still in good shape.
she goes, luckily I was able to fend them off before they stole anything. She goes, except for the cornerstone. She points to the missing brick in the Miners' Exchange that without it is causing the building to tilt.
Did it happen to be made of obsidian?
She kind of saying, well, yes, as a matter of fact, is made from minerals from around Phandalin, and cornerstones or kind of a ritual, so they put something pretty, I suppose, saying, how did you know it was obsidian?
Lucky guess.
The old broad at the Shrine of Luck told us that they'd taken something obsidian something there too.
She goes, well, that is interesting. Saying, you gonna
Is that
help
the
me
only
repair
one
this?
that's missing?
Gonna help me repair this place?
Oh, we got a bunch of investigating to do.
So
Glad
they
to
took
see you,
out.
though, Droop.
So they took out a big cornerstone. time.
Well, she goes, well, I want my cornerstone back. And luckily for you, I know what direction they head. I knew what direction these goblins were heading. So,
We plan on assisting all the townsfolk with with damages and losses.
she kind of gestures backwards, saying, I have to deal with this mess. Clean up this place.
Yes, it is unfortunate.
She says, they ran off in that direction. And she points to the woods behind Phandalin, on the outside of Phandalin. To the north, actually.
Okay. Well, good. That works out. That's where the other things are.
Saying I gave a few of them a good beating, so they couldn't have gotten far.
I look at our party.
Does anybody speak Goblin?
She points to Droop, saying, to this Droop.
I know he does, but I was hoping we wouldn't have to see if he wants to go with us.
Not I.
Nor I, but I do have a buddy that does. He's right here.
Could be useful to have a way to communicate directly with he was about to say something mean about goblins, but then with the perpetrators.
You hear another
Alleged
window break.
perpetrators,
You
Rok'kee.
hear another window break, like somewhere within the town.
Thank you, Cornerstone.
Alright, let's go find these things.
Hey, Droop, follow us.
Saying, me? What about me?
We're gonna capture one of these goblins. You're gonna need to talk to him.
Saying, I don't want to get involved. Jeez.
We need a translator.
What if he's like, I don't even speak Goblin?
we can pay you.
Oh?
Speak for yourself, Frost.
I know, Raina raises an eyebrow at this and is like, we?
Come on, Droop. This is your chance to do something big and different. This is your chance to show everybody here, looking at Halia, that you're really worth your weight in gold. Come on.
He goes, I can be Droop the Great.
Yeah, now you're thinking.
You might even get a cool nickname.
Frost says under her breath, Droop the Great Dummy.
Droop the Great. Saying, can I take a 5-minute break? He goes, oh, please, just leave all this work to me. Take all the time you need, Droop. Oh, thanks. He goes, yep, they head in this direction. I can lead the way to you.
All right, everybody, follow the goblin.
Frost, as she's exiting the shop, says very loudly, is this town just full of passive-aggressive whiners? And then leaves.
Yes.
I'm gonna start playing a tune while we go.
Is it a jaunty
Following
tune?
The goblin, the goblin.
Down to Goblin Town.
So if we're still hearing windows break and stuff like that, I think that maybe we should head towards those sounds instead of more investigation. Neutralize the active threat.
Agreed.
Indeed.
As you're heading out of town, a figure does approach you.
Oh.
Not a goblin.
Do I recognize this figure?
You actually don't.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I'm trying to get her token up. I keep spelling the name. See a dwarven scholar kind of run up to you as you're about to leave town. She goes, excuse me, are you the heroes of Phandalin?
Yes, we are busy.
I mean, I thought they were dead. Are they not dead?
It sounds like stuff's still happening. Stuff's still going down.
No, I mean the heroes of
Apparently
Phandalin.
we're
Phandalin.
it.
Oh,
The heroes of Phandalin are, I'm pretty sure they're dead, lady. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh,
God.
Yeah, they seem to cycle out, but you're the one.
Oh,
that...
the newest,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
newest heroes. I mean, kinda, I guess. What's it to ya?
I just spoken to the townmaster. They said you were investigating the strange occurrences and thefts in town.
I don't know about strange. It sounds like Goblin Mischief, but
Yes,
sure,
goblins.
that's us.
Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Gwen Orsong.
Okay.
My sister works at the Stonehill Inn. I was happening to be visiting when all this chaos erupted. Saying, just by happenstance, I've studied goblin history and the history of the areas around Phandalin in my studies abroad, and would be delighted if you would share anything you learn about these strange occurrences with me. We can get down to the bottom of this mystery together.
Why don't you tag along then and see for yourself firsthand?
Oh, I'd rather stay in the safety of my room, if you don't mind. But if you learn anything about these goblins, I'll be fascinated to know. They must be here for a reason.
Frost doesn't say anything to Gwen. She shakes her head, mutters academics, and keeps on walking. That's what Frost does.
Yeah.
Fermi hears that and he's like,
He's like, what?
What
I
is
can't see your
Oh.
face, Win. I don't know what
I said,
what he's like.
I said he's like, that
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
did I cut off?
Yes.
I guess. Yeah,
It was-
you're like, he was
it was like-
blank.
Such dramatic tension.
When you return from your little excursion, she directs you to the Orsong household, where her sister's house, where she's staying. Saying, I'm setting up a little my little office there, and I'll be gathering clues. Oh, if it wasn't for the crime and the violence, this is rather exciting, I must admit.
Yes, yes.
You better go back to your house. There's about to be more violence.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So keep moving on. Trying to go towards the sounds of violence.
I would say, how far away is Frost at this point? She really did just keep right on walking.
Trying to catch up. But again, yeah, screw the investigations. We gotta go put a stop.
And once again, when you're about to exit the town, you hear the galloping of horse hooves behind you, like rampaging through the town. And as you look back, you see two goblins on the back of pack horses, just like barely keeping on as they're racing towards the entrance. They're like, whoa, easy there, whoa! And they're like knocking people all the way. They're diving into haystacks.
I immediately prep Eldritch Blast, and it's just roiling in my hand, ready to go.
I position myself in their immediate path, like whatever direction that horse is going, I'm lining myself right up in front of it, and I start to look angry.
Okay, so these horses definitely don't want to run into you. They, one kind of falls over, knocks the goblin onto the dirt. The other one managed to keep it upright, and then, like, falls off his butt in the air. And they start laughing. They slap the horse on the haunch, and it goes woo! It starts like running around town again.
The goblin's butt is in the air?
Well, it's like, yeah, he like landed like butt up, and then he kind of got up.
But wait, I want to hit him in the butt with my Eldritch Blast.
Sure, yeah.
Sweet.
Go ahead and make an
Oh
attack
my
roll.
goodness. Mm-hmm. Well, that's not cool.
You get 2 of them since you're level 5.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's not cool either.
Yeah, it kind of goes wide. The goblin laughs, stands up, gives a neener, and then begins running away. And you see like a couple of townsfolk kind of try to gain control of the horses again.
I would like to move at maximum Tortle speed in the direction of the one closest to me with the intention on grabbing it and grappling it.
Sure, yeah. Give me a strength check with advantage since he's running away.
Alright. That is going to be a 15.
Oh, he rolls a 16.
Son of a slimy.
Yeah, he's
Squirmy.
just a little bit too slippery. And he's here, go, stupid turtle! And you see him, like, jump into, an open window. You hear a bunch of people like, oh, no, goblin! And you hear, like, stuff being thrown until a moment later, like, he jumps out of the window again, and he goes, then he disappears into some bushes.
Well.
Droop goes, goblins like that give us a bad name. But I don't recognize those. They weren't part of the Kragmaw clan.
Never seen him around here before, Droop?
He goes, no, totally different dirty loincloths.
So that's how you tell.
But Gwen was like hiding behind like the front gates of the town. He goes, oh, that was exciting. But you're right, it may be a little bit dangerous. Meet me at my residence with your return. And we'll exchange notes. And Droop will lead the way. As you travel for a little bit, you do see a pillar of smoke in a clearing in the woods. As you approach, and you do see like a kind of like a makeshift camp with 3 goblins kind of milling about a campfire, kind of nursing their wounds. You see that they've been injured recently.
Having been working at the Sleeping Giant Inn for I don't remember how long, Raina has been trying to rack her brain this entire time if there's like any obsidian in the bar or at the bar. Because they said they smashed up.
You would actually, working there, you would know absolutely what they're talking about. That there is a chunk of obsidian at the front of the bar. They consider it kind of a good luck kind of ritual to tap your glass against it before they take a drink.
Raina reiterates this to the group and just, I've been thinking, and explains it to them.
Yep. You realize every time you've done it, though, that's when the people complain the most about your drinks. Especially in the past couple months.
And then there's this. Fun fact.
Fascinating obsession with black rocks they've got.
But you do see these 3 goblins nursing their wounds, kind of chatting and laughing by the fire.
Raina leans over to Franklin and is like, do you think I could hit him from here?
I, looking at Raina, pull out a javelin and say, you get one, I'll get one?
Perfect. I'll go left, you go right.
Excellent. Somebody else want to take the center?
I'll stay
chuck a javelin
here.
At the one on the right.
Droop hides behind it in the trees. So I will let one of you make a. If you do it at the same time, make 2 of you do a surprise round, basically.
Can I
Nice.
Can I bardically inspire them, both of them, each of them?
You can do one bardic inspiration at a time.
But okay, well I'll do one and then another one.
Well, I mean, I
No.
can also do one.
Uh,
'Cause you're not the only bard here.
I
Fermi.
meant you can only do one.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
I turn to Frost and I go, I'll go right, you go left.
Great.
All right, I'm gonna hit Franklin with the bardic inspiration.
Feel inspired.
Is that a D8?
All right. Hang on. I've got. When everything that ticked has stopped and space stares all around, is my quote that I give my bardic inspiration die away for.
Nice.
So your bardic inspiration is.
And Franklin, you
Yeah,
get
D8.
an extra. I don't know if this is true for all bards or what, but there's a mote of potential.
Okay.
And so there's like an extra thing that happens when you use the die, whether it's an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw. So it's a different like extra effect for each one. So I'm just gonna throw that into the.
Hey,
chat.
Frost, who are you
Alright.
giving the bardic inspiration to?
Who went left? Raina, right?
Me, yep.
Yep,
Yeah.
okay.
So that would go to Raina, and if you end up using the die for a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, there's an extra thing with that.
Nice.
You guys are such complicated bards.
Give me both of you.
Thank
give me
you.
a stealth check as you step out of the brush, because you are stepping out into an
Oh,
open area.
Gotcha.
You
deal.
just have to beat their passive.
20.
20.
13.
13. They're good. They don't notice you as you step out, and you can get a surprise round.
Nice.
Nice.
That means you get advantage.
Wow, that'll be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Raina, which one are you hitting? The one on the left?
Yeah.
Right.
This gentleman right here.
The crit definitely hits.
Yep. And then here's the other one. Oh wait, no, it's just one. Well, I got it. So, how do you want me to do this then? Because it's with advantage, but and I get two.
Oh, that was your advantage?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, the 26 hits and the 16 hits.
fantastic. So, and then roll it one more time, right? For
Roll a d10. Yeah, because it's a crit.
oh, that's right. Okay.
Whenever I crit, I like to press the button on roll 20 because it'll do the crit automatically. Nice one.
Shame.
And the 16 will hit. Let's give me another roll. 8.
I mean, these are goblins, so like,
Yeah.
yeesh.
One thing you do notice that these goblins seem to have a larger than usual head. Kind of like like the dead one
Are there?
are.
Can we tell if their eyes are glowing from here?
You have to get closer.
Okay.
But Franklin, what do you do?
I'm going to chuck my javelin. Now, it is over 30 feet, so it will be disadvantage. But with surprise, that would be advantage, so I'm just going to roll once. Is that appropriate?
Yep, just roll normal.
All right, rolling normally. I'm not in love with my roll. Probably going to use this bardic inspiration here, so that is going to be a 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
Okay. And damage is going to be... That's just going to be easier in roll 20 to get the damage there. That is 7.
7, alright.
Piercing.
But you also get to do this thing where if let's see, the target the target, and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of the target must save on a con save throw or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on your Bardic Inspiration die.
All right.
You used it on your attack roll, right?
I did, and so I rolled a 5 on my Bardic Inspiration die.
Right. So it does 5 damage to everyone within 5 feet of him. Is that how it works?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I pasted the text of it in the chat on Roll20. But yes. Within
He's
5
got to
feet,
make a
they
con
both- they
save
each take
first
5.
at DC 14.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
And then they'll take
The one getting hit or the people around them?
the one getting
The target
hit
and each creature.
and each creature, but none of them look like they're within 5 feet, so it would just be the one I hit.
Well,
Diagonal isn't next to?
these two are right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shooting at the one on the right. I went
Oh,
right.
the far one. Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will put their damage back. Sorry, I misunderstood. 7. So you don't have to use it if you don't want to, obviously. Because it won't do any extra damage. I'm sorry.
Well, it'll still do 5 damage to the guy I hit.
Yeah, okay.
If he fails a DC 14 con save.
Each creature see the 5 feet. It sounds like it's everyone around him.
Yeah, sorry. There's more.
It says the target and each creature of your choice you can see within 5 feet.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
He rolls a 9, so if you want to do that extra damage.
Nice. Well, it goes by what I already pre-rolled, so it'll be 5 thunder damage plus the 7 piercing.
Right. So Eldritch Blast and a javelin from the forest. The goblins turn their heads, see intruders, and they just start speaking in Goblin. And they get up and they roll initiative. Let's roll initiative.
Initiative.
Remember to click on your token.
Oh, indeed.
I am missing the initiative button. Where?
Top middle-ish.
Nick,
Yeah.
I saw this. You rolled a D10 for Raina. I'm not sure what that was for.
That was for my crit hit for the damage.
Hit for the damage. I
Yep.
wanted to see. Where is it? Oh, something gives me when there's a crit, I get a Bardic Inspiration die back.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
But I can't
nice.
find. Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to find like what the features of that are.
I think that.
Is it?
Oh, is it when the critical fail or critical hit? I forget.
Let's see. Whenever you or an ally within 30 feet of you rolls a 1 on the d20 for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction to gain 1 expended use of the die. But so if it was for damage, that would not
Yeah.
qualify. Okay.
Would
All right.
not.
That's what I was. That's what
Oh
I was.
no, she got a crit. She
But
Right,
it's a failure. It's only when it triggers.
Yeah, it's when it's a 1. When she rolls a 1, but the 1 was on damage, not on the attack roll.
Got it. Yep.
All right,
So it
Franklin.
does not count. I
You
do
were
not count
empowered
that.
by failure.
Franklin, did you roll initiative?
I did.
What do you get?
Joe, can you please add my token to the thing? 'Cause
I got an 11. I see myself on there
oh yeah,
twice
sorry.
actually.
Yeah, I see that. Turn. Yep, there you go.
Thanks.
I turned to Fermi and that's some pretty cool inspiration. Thanks.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm gonna wink at him and do like a double handguns.
the goblin that did get hit, the others are kind of reeling back from the attack. And you just hear him speak something in Goblin. And Droop goes, they just yelled out intruders, they know you're here.
Thanks, Droop.
You're welcome. I'm gonna hide some more. He's just gonna run up behind this tent. And he kind of puts his hands to his temple, begins rubbing his forehead, and then sticks out his hand, and he goes, "Telenetic shove!" And I want Franklin to make a strength saving throw as you feel yourself become like off kilter.
Oh my. 25.
25. You're pretty sturdy. You're able to keep standing out, but you can tell some invisible force is trying to shove you down.
No center of
I like
gravity.
that.
Yeah.
Got some sort of telekinetic powers.
Yeah, yes, we all heard him announce. It's anime rules. He yells the movie.
Oh. Right. I'm smart.
He's going to attempt to make a hide action behind this tent. Everyone give me a perception roll.
16.
14.
Wow.
He rolled,
9.
he rolled a 9. So yeah, you see him attempting to... Oh, I'm sorry, that was his bonus action. He can't do that. Anyway, he's good.
Okay.
He's,
We all see him?
Yeah. Right, Rocky.
Alright, so I have a question. Obviously, I know he's there. I can still, even though he's hiding behind, like, I guess, cover or whatever, I can use spiritual weapon to manifest next to him and attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I am going to yell out, spiritual weapon, and cast it for a 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
Right. He is going to take 12 force damage as a spectral image of a pin thwacks him.
Alright.
And then I am going to move. I can move 30, and then I'm going to get into the fray this way.
Alright.
Okay.
Raina.
Oh, it's a bonus action to do spiritual weapon. I thought it was an action on your first turn and then a bonus after.
If it says bonus action, then it's bonus action.
It does, and so then in that case,
Remember though, it's a spell, so
I'm going to use a cantrip
Yep.
Against him as well. Going to cast Sacred Flame at him, so he needs to do a Dexterity for 16.
rolls a 17.
Okay, then he doesn't take anything additional. Okay, cool. Oh, I
And-
should have done dead. Oh well.
And since you're closer, these goblins do have glowing green eyes, and their heads are like even more bulbous than normal goblins.
Okay. Okay.
Right, Raina.
Frost, are you wearing armor?
Yes, I should have on studded leather.
Okay, never mind. I'm just going to Eldritch Blast again.
It's kind of an odd question.
Sorry, let me clarify. I was going to cast Mage Armor on her,
Okay, yeah.
just in case. But I see that she's wearing armor, so I'm like, well, too bad. And I kind of step around so I can have a clear line of sight to Goblin number 1 up here.
Okay.
And try to blast him in his butt. Because I think that's funny.
The old butt blast.
The old butt blast. That's a 25.
25 hits.
And that's a 24.
24 hits.
So the first one is 7. And the second is 4.
4. Before this goblin has a chance to react to what's happening, he just falls over. Nearly face first into the fire.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Right, Fermi.
See, Brice, I can do it too.
Get it all out of your system.
No.
We got years to go before it's all out of my system.
And that's it for Raina.
Okay. Fairy. Fermi.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride this vicious mockery train that I'm on tonight. At this goblin here.
Okay.
For a 30-20.
30-20 hits.
Oops. For a total of 3 damage.
What spell was that?
What spell was that? The vicious mockery.
Vicious Mockery, alright.
What
Psychic
did you
damage.
say? What was so vicious about your?
I
Yeah.
told him, bro, you look like you drive in the fast lane when there's no one else on the road. You bum.
Tell him, Fermi.
That's 3
Your
damage
mother was
worth
a
of
hamster.
psychic vicious
Yeah.
mockery.
You will have to move around here to get a clear shot of it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that.
Right, Franklin.
Wait, I do? I thought it was 60-foot range.
Well, there was a tent in your way.
Oh, sorry. Got it. Thanks.
I am going to use a bonus action to become enraged. I am going to move to run up next to the gentleman behind the tent and take the attack action. With my first attack of the attack action, I'm going to attempt a grapple.
Yeah, are you doing the claws?
Oh, no, I'm gonna do tail.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with tail. I think that's gonna be my standard for most of the time.
What does the tail do again? It does something.
It gives me a 1d8 weapon with the reach property, and then I can use my reaction if I get hit. I can use my reaction to swipe my tail and add to my AC. I think it's 4.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so your spiked Tortle tail. You kind of like take a battle stance where you turn around so your tail's just swinging around.
Yeah. Oh, I add a d8 to my AC when I do that. Never mind. That's even better than 4. All right. Yes, so I am going to attempt to grab this gentleman, knowing that they're squirmy. I'm going to be focused extra hard on it. And I am raging, so I will have advantage, and I will get +2 on my strength check for that.
Okay, strength contest. He rolls a 6.
Let's see, that is 18 plus 4, 24.
Okay. He is grappled.
All right, and then in his grappled condition, I will use the second part of my attack action to make an actual attack. And I will do so. I'm grappling with my left hand for flavor, and so my right hand is available for hacking. And I'm going to try out this new battle axe here, one-handed, of course.
Yep.
And that is going to be. Excuse me, I just have to check to see if strength-based saving throws melee damage. It's not okay. I don't. Raging does not give me advantage on attacks.
Oh no,
that's what I wanted to check.
Unless you attack recklessly.
Yes, indeed.
All
right. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And that's not. No, there we go. That is 8 damage plus 2 for the rage, so 10 slashing.
10 slashing, alright.
That will conclude my turn.
That's a mustang. Okay, there we go. Yep. He is not a plant, so. Doesn't take full
Unfortunately.
damage.
Nor is he made of wood.
8 plus 5, yep. Why even +5? It's a lot of strength. Right, Frost.
Let me see here. I mean, I think Frost is a little concerned about self-preservation at the moment, just for forever now, because she nearly died. So, I think I'm just gonna cast Blade Ward on myself, which gives me resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapons attacks.
All right, it's like a shimmer appears around you.
Ooh, fancy. But then, of course, since that takes an action, all of the fighting I could do, it's not a bonus action, it's just an action, which kind of doesn't give me anything else to do. Except... I think I'm gonna leave it. I think that's all I'm gonna do.
Alright. Not taking any chances, even though the combat's happening far away.
I mean, I walked into a room with a dragon and almost died from a trouble, so I'm a bit more cautious now.
Alright, so the goblin gets up from his sleeping sack, kind of runs over to you, does his temple rub again, holds his hand out to Franklin, attempts to mentally shove you over again. Need you to make a strength saving throw.
Right. Being enraged, I will have advantage on that.
Yep.
24.
24. You're good. Kind of like taps his, kind of hits his head a little bit, saying like, "Why don't you work?" But he'll just run up to Franklin and punch you twice with his fist.
Oh.
Natural 1 will miss. Frost, for your thing is only when allies miss, or is it when anyone misses?
I think it is just allies.
Yeah, me too. I think there is something if an enemy crits, but just let me know. But he does miss.
Yeah,
then...
to get the die back, it is me or an ally.
Yeah.
Specifically, yeah.
But a 20 will hit.
Ah, I am going to use my reaction, my tail reaction here, to swipe my tail and roll a d8, applying it to my AC.
Okay.
And I will roll a 2, which will give me a 19. So it's...
Yeah, 20 still hits. He kind of like dodges between the tail and swings towards you. He punches you kind of like right in the groin. You take 5 bludgeoning damage, but then this is kind of bad for the groin, but you feel kind of a tingling, and you take an additional 6 psychic damage. So you take it.
Psychic groin damage.
So you take half of 5, so 3, and then 6 psychic, so 9 altogether.
Right. Yes, I forgot half damage for the standard.
And give me another strength saving throw as the goblin you're grappling tries to psychically knock you down.
Alright.
He's not gonna give up.
That is going to be a 25.
25, yep. Oh, you're sturdy. He's just gonna try to punch you twice.
Alright.
11 will miss, 21 will hit.
Alright, I have no more reactions to blow.
So again, 3, after reduction, 3 damage, 3 bludgeoning, and then 3 psychic, so 6.
Ah! It's burning! What is that?
Yeah, I feel this pinpricks in your brain each time a punch connects. Right, Rok'kee.
Right, for Rocky's first action, cantrip Toll the Dead. I need a wisdom saving against the one that he hit with his weapon. So a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, the one he's grappling.
Yes.
I want to use my Sorrowful Fate to change that to a Charisma saving throw instead.
Okay. Rolls a 9.
Nice. He is going to take 19 necrotic damage.
I'm so used to low-level games, I forget these things went up in damage level 5.
Yeah, cantrip scale crazy.
Well, 19 plus, I have to roll 19 plus 3.
Ooh.
Oh, is that your bardic inspiration?
Yeah, that's part of Sorrowful Fate. It's a Charisma saving throw. If they fail, they take psychic damage equal to the result, and if they are reduced to 0 HP during the next minute and can speak, they are magically compelled to utter darkly poetic final words before succumbing to their injuries.
Well, that's
Sounds
right up
very,
your
very
alley.
tragic. I like.
I know, that's why I was like, I think this guy might be almost be dead. Let me get this in here.
And you hear from there at least? You're close enough to hear, right?
Well,
Hope so.
Will you hear it in
Well, that
everyone's
depends on
head?
if he goes to 0 HP anyway.
So in your head, you start hearing this goblin psychically kind of say his last words to all of you.
Are they beautiful?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they darkly poetic?
Yeah.
Because if they are, I want to write them down.
Goes. Let's get me here, Sam. Oh, woe is me. Our raid successful, but my body broken. I hope my fellows made it back, yet lest Ruxathid have our heads, and with that I die. Blech. And he goes limp.
That is everything I wanted and more.
That was awesome.
Fantastic.
And he goes limp in Franklin's arms. But he did mention a name, Ruxathid.
Oh,
Just
that's useful.
Put that there.
Hey man, I did not even know that Sorrowful Fate could pull out information in the
Yeah,
end.
we got a show and a lead.
So was that a spell?
It's one of my.
Oh, it's one of those
It's under
like.
features and traits. Yeah, I had to use a bardic inspiration die to do it,
Okay.
and it's just anytime they have an enemy make a save, I can change it to charisma.
I
and then...
wonder, since you already had a bardic inspiration on Raina. Oh, you know what?
You can put out more bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I was actually incorrect before. You can put out as many as you want. If
Oh,
you do
I
it
thought
for
you
me.
were only saying he was limited because you didn't want us abusing the surprise round giving us. That's why I thought
It's just
you
a
were
bonus action.
limiting it.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, I think you can do as many as you want as long as you have the time. But yeah, okay. I was just confused about it. All right. Hey, Rocky, that was your action.
Yeah, and then my bonus action is the
Spiritual weapon.
spiritual weapon that's out to try to hit the other one that's alive. 19 to hit
That will hit.
for 8 force damage.
8 force damage. Right.
And that's that.
Raina, there's one goblin left. He's looking pretty hurt.
Franklin is our apparent fearless leader, correct?
Fearless. Leader, we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't take leader, but person who recognizes he needs to be hit in order to keep everybody else alive. That's his plan. He's a rusher inner.
Raina just walks up 5'10" at this point. Just a little bit so that I can get within like earshot of Franklin, and I go, Franklin dear, are we keeping one alive to interrogate?
Suppose so. I look at the corpse that I'm now holding, the necrotically melted corpse of a goblin, in my hands and just kind of look at the other one and say, "Yeah, that seems right."
Fantastic. So I'll do, if I hit this thing, I'll do non-lethal damage.
Well, it has to be a melee attack. You can't do non-lethal on spells or ranged attack.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
I hit him in the head with my quarterstaff.
You want to cast Shillelagh?
Oh yeah, let me cast Shillelagh. Wait, hold on. Oh, I don't have it.
Oh, you
Oh,
don't?
Shillelagh is
It's
a
fine.
druid. That's a druid thing,
I
isn't
thought you
it?
took it.
I have
Yeah,
it.
I know,
I
but
have
I'm a word.
Oh no, I have it on my instrument. That's sorry.
I could have sworn you took it.
I was going to, but then there were other things that I really
Okay.
wanted, so I took those instead.
Okay.
But
yeah.
maybe with my next thing, I'll take it. So I'm just gonna walk up and hit this thing right in the back of the head
Alright.
with my quarterstaff and fail miserably.
Ooh, ooh, that's crit. Yes,
Yeah, that's a
I get a
natural
bardic
one.
inspiration die back.
Yay!
yes!
At least I did something for somebody.
Well, that's negative. That's a natural fail, not a crit.
Right, that's what she
Right.
gets.
Okay.
A crit
She gets-
fail,
yep.
she gets stuff back. It's annoying. Stop rooting for us to fail.
I mean, you
That
know.
is the fun part about the Bard of Trash.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, the goblin actually raises his hand and stops it mentally in midair before it hits him.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh crap.
You know what, Franklin? I forgot to do something when this goblin died.
Okay.
So as Raina, Raina comes up to you, the goblin that you just threw to the ground, you see his head starts undulate and kind of start to glow green. You realize it's about to explode. Well, you make a intelligence saving throw.
Well, here we go. Non-natural 1.
No.
As this goblin's head explodes and the psychic damage kind of hits you and the other goblin. Won't take much, but you'll take 5 psychic damage.
Okay.
So the other goblin is kind of reels from the explosion, but he's looking scared now. Doesn't know quite what to do. Right, Fermi.
I think. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna hope that I survive that when that happens to this guy, but I'm gonna walk up here and I'm gonna thunderclap this guy. Or no, I'm not. I'm gonna viciously mock him. This guy. I'm not gonna move.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hurl an insult at him. For 11.
11 will miss.
All right. Well, as a bonus action, I'm gonna billow my cape or cloak.
Looks impressive.
I love it when he does that.
Alright, Franklin.
I'm gonna do it a lot, so that's good.
Describe the condition of the goblin I am holding to me, please, because it got like a necrotic melt, but then its head exploded.
He is headless and a limp heap. I wish I remembered, because it would have been funny when he gave that speech. His head would have exploded.
Indeed. And the gentleman who is still alive, how does he look? Pretty rough.
Looks pretty rough. I actually made a mistake. He actually succeeded that intelligence save, so he's looking hurt, but not quite dead.
Okay, I would like to use the corpse of the goblin in my hand as an improvised weapon
Sure.
and beat the other goblin with it.
God.
Right.
Okay.
If this was a Star Wars RPG, you'd get a dark point.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm enraged.
That's fair.
Let's see. That is a.
We'll say like it's like a great club. It's like a
Okay.
club.
Yeah, it's a goblin club.
Headless goblin.
I love the
club.
Goblin Club.
So that's
Headless goblin club.
a 22 to hit,
22 hits.
and presumably that's a D4 for an improvised.
Yeah, plus your strength.
All right. Plus my.
Oh wait, I think for improvised you don't get proficiency unless you have Tavern Brawler.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I rolled a 3 on the D4. If we're considering this dead goblin a strength-based weapon, I'll get +2. And then my strength modifier, but not my proficiency, is that correct?
Yeah, you're not proficient in improvised weapons.
Okay, so that would be 3, 4, 5, so 9. Bludgeoning?
You hit him twice.
I would like to hit him a second time if he's still. I'm trying to go non-lethal here as well. Sorry, I did not specify that.
How do you do 9 damage with 1 attack?
Yeah, that's okay. So I rolled a 3 on my D4, and then I get +2 because I'm enraged, assuming that this dead goblin is a strength-based.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'm not adding my proficiency, but do I still add my strength modifier to my damage or no?
Oh, I guess you would. Yeah, okay.
If not, then it would just be 5 blood.
It hasn't
Dead
happened
goblin
very often in my
damage.
games where people do improvised weapons. But yeah, you would add your.
This is my
your
first
strength.
try at it, so. Okay. All right. So then.
I'll give you one more attack with it before all his bones break.
Okay. And we'll go again, and that is a 19 plus a bunch of stuff. So
19.
that presumably will be a hit.
Yep.
D4, I rolled a 3 again. +2 for the rage would be 5. And then +4 my strength modifier.
Right, and you're doing non-lethally.
Correct.
Right, you knock this goblin straight up in the side of the head with his dead friend. He is knocked out. Right, combat over.
I'm going to drop the remains of this corpse.
Throw him.
Oh, I pictured it shattering upon impact with the second
Yeah.
hit.
I still had some sinew in my hand.
Just a torso left.
God, that was really gross, guys. And these guys, they put like some sort of like prickly needle pain when they hit you in your brain or in your groin. I don't really understand it at all.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Right when combat ended, Fermi's gonna play da 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 da.
All right, what do you do?
Well, so are his eyes still glowing?
His eyes are closed, but
No.
there's a faint glow,
Okay.
so you
I
know
pry him.
he's not dead. So
Okay. Well, I tie him up to something. Get him all tied up while he's unconscious.
yep, you get a length of rope, tie up the goblin.
Well, should we wake him up to talk?
Droop will come out of hiding.
Yeah. I'm gonna come up and just sort of tap his cheek a little more forcefully with each tap until he wakes up.
Give him a slap and goes. He goes, what's that?
Thank God I didn't kill him. All right.
Why are you attacking Phandalin?
Why should I tell you?
Really have to do this. I cast Zone of Truth on him.
Ooh.
When he says that, Rok'kee, give me a strength saving throw.
Okay. Me find. Okay. Strength saving. Sorry, my work laptop is slow. I clicked it sometime. There it goes. 18.
18. You can feel some force try to shove you over, but maybe because he doesn't have use of his hands, it's not quite as strong. He goes,
Stop that.
You stop that.
Okay. So everyone within 15 sphere of 15 feet around him, I guess yeah, it's everyone. We all have to make charisma saving throws.
All right. 15.
He rolls a 9.
Okay. So your target is a 16, and I guess I need a 2.
I failed.
Okay. So it looks like Raina and Fermi, you can't tell lies while you're within 15 feet of this goblin.
Fantastic.
I got a 6, so presumably I have to be truthful as well.
Oh, you guys, yeah.
I'm gonna cantrip.
I
I'm gonna cantrip minor illusion a zipper over my mouth.
So this is a little bit of a misconception with some people. That doesn't mean that you're like, you have to tell the truth. It just means if you say anything, you can't lie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did I say you have to tell the truth? Because I did mean to make that just can't lie.
Yeah. You can choose not to say anything, but yeah.
Which Raina's saying that's fantastic. I think that.
Yeah, because like, ever some people think it means like, it's like truth serum. It's like, no, it just means you can't lie.
Right.
But you still have a choice if you want to talk.
You can be creative with what you say. Got
My
it.
crotch is burning.
Saying,
Fermi says my crotch is burning.
the goblin goes,
yes.
it's like, why should I tell you anything? You finally get to see the sunlight. You just kill all my friends. That's not nice. That's not cool.
Well, perhaps I can send you back to the dock. And I start prepping darkness, but I don't like it's... Okay, let me put it this way. Is there, like, flames around us or anything, like a campfire or whatever?
There's like a smoldering campfire.
Okay, I'm gonna, like, pull the light from it with thaumaturgy, just, like, make it, darker.
Mm. That's supposed to impress me. Because look what I can do. I want you to give me a strength saving throw, Raina.
Oh, God. No, this is gonna suck. I got a 4.
Or you are knocked prone. But you can stand right back up. But he knocks you on your back. He just starts laughing. He goes, I can do this all day.
I say, hey, and kick him and say, none of that.
Hey.
Where's mine?
I get up and I immediately have, like, firebolt in my hand.
You got a fire thing. You can
I'm angry.
You can make a intimidation.
$13. I'm not.
Hey, while you guys have this,
Oh, Raina, you do hear your voice in your head. go when you fall down. It's like, oh, I do believe you landed on your ass.
How long does Bardic Inspiration last? Because I didn't use it.
Oh, I just got 10 minutes. I guess it's still on. So.
Okay.
I need to go put Logan to bed while you guys have this conversation. I'll be back.
All right.
Okay. And I can use that on ability checks?
Yes, but that succeeded. So.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Yep. He looks at the fireball. His eyes kind of go wide and go. I was like, oh, hey, no, I was just kidding. No need to escalate things.
Talk.
He goes, what do you want to know?
Why are you taking obsidian?
He goes, well, that's what our leader, Rok'kee, wants. He goes, these shards are going to destroy Phandalin, he says.
Why do you want to destroy Phandalin? Why does he want to destroy Phandalin?
He goes, I don't ask questions of what the big brain leader says. I just do what I'm told.
Big brain.
He goes, yeah, the biggest brain of us all.
I take it that means he has a big head, like you.
He goes, what's wrong with my head?
Nothing. It's perfect. What'd you say his name was? Rok'kee?
What did you roll for your charisma save?
Me?
Yeah. Did you fail or succeed the zone of truth?
She
I
me
failed.
and her.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, it's perfect, huh? Is that the truth?
Oh, no, it's not. So she tries to lie. And says instead, God, I have to pull up my little cheat sheet. Clearly, you were born from some inbreeding experiment. Oh. And realizes that she cannot tell a lie.
It's like, wow, what do you take us for?
Goblins.
It's like, yeah, but we live in a society, a proper society.
Well, so do we. Anyway, back on topic. Rok'kee, is that the name of your leader?
Rok'kee. It's like Rok'kee. He goes, Rok'kee, the chosen.
Sure, Rumpelstiltskin, great. Now. Franklin, what was your question? I forgot.
I didn't have a
Or
question.
not Franklin,
I just kicked him
Fermi.
over.
Too many F's. Fermi. Or was it Rocky? Who was asking questions? Was it Rocky?
I had started and then I left, but now I'm back. But
Okay. Perfect timing.
perfect timing. So, what all did we learn from this guy? Anything you?
His leader, Rumpelstiltskin, decided that he wants all the obsidian so that it can destroy Phandalin somehow. I don't remember.
I don't want that. Okay.
What is the purpose of the obsidian? What are you going to use it for?
He goes.
Can't lie.
Yep.
Zone of Truth is actually pretty useless when you think about it.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well-
he could stop talking.
I was gonna try. Frost was gonna try doing face step, so that she pops up immediately behind the goblin, takes out her dagger and like holds it to his neck, and is like, "What aren't you telling us?" Right?
He gave me
So
another intimidation.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Boom.
Nice.
15. All right. So what was the question?
What aren't you telling us? Like that he knows something that he's trying not to give away.
He goes, Rok'kee, he wants the shards. He said it would destroy you land dwellers, you above grounders. I don't know what it's gonna do. He just told us to go into town and ramshackle the place until we found him. He's saying we found one in an old old building with all the gems in it, so we took it.
Where are the shards now?
They're saying, not here anymore, lady.
Frost puts the blade of her dagger still at the throat, like actually like pricks a little bit, and says, "Listen, funny guy, we can see that. We want to know where they are, not where they aren't."
Nice.
Say, fine. We have a. It's like they're back at our home. We have an old. We all live in this old Durgar mining outpost. Say, it's not far from here, but it's underground.
And where would we find this outpost?
He goes, "Nyeh." He's like trying to lie, can't do it. "Nyeh. But then you see all the stress he's going through. You see his head start to like undulate again, like his brain's bubbling. He goes, I can't tell, Russell is gonna kill me. And he goes, it's getting too much. And everyone within 5 feet of him, give me a intelligence saving throw as his head explodes from the pressure.
Oh, crap.
Hey. 15.
4!
7.
Technically, I was 2 squares away from him, so I'm not 5 feet.
Well, I tried to
I
move,
was
but I
right
think I
there.
didn't make it.
If
I was right
you
there.
roll below a 13, you take 5 psychic damage as his head explodes and all the energy is released.
Also, I'm probably covered in some gross goop. Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, like I was right up on that head. Gross.
Raina is breathing. Go ahead.
I bend down and just kind of like start trying to wash my hands in dirt as I see, like kind of rub it on myself. As I'm just absolutely covered at this point in dead goblin.
Oh, I'm
Raina is
shaving
huffing,
myself
breathing
clean.
hard. Yeah.
But he did say that they all live in an old Duragar mining outpost, but you didn't learn the location.
Yep.
Nice. Is
Group,
it?
do you know about any old Draugr mining outposts in this area?
He goes, no, the crag mob mostly. It's like all I know is like the old caves we lived in the forest. Saying we didn't bother with any Durgar places.
Ah, okay.
Listen, it's been more than 5 minutes. I really need to get back to work.
Yeah, let's head back to town and get a shower.
Yeah, these goblins seem to speak your language.
Thanks for coming along anyway, Droop.
Oh, it was great. I
And
loved it.
hiding.
It was like a field trip.
Yeah.
It's not typical for goblins to live underground, right? Or is it?
No,
I mean, I know
I would
It
say
is?
I would say
Okay.
it's pretty
Yeah.
typical. Yeah.
I know they're like caves, but I didn't think, which I guess is the same thing. Never mind.
Yeah.
Caves are underground. There we go.
What's definitely atypical is these goblins having these psionic powers.
Yeah, for sure. They're not smart enough for that.
They're massive beady heads.
When you get back to town, Helia goes, it's like, where's my cornerstone?
We're
We
still
don't
working.
have it.
Like, or at least help me get this thing straight again. It's like, Franklin, you're a big guy. Maybe you can like push it back into order or something. I don't know.
Right? I saunter over to like the one side of the building. I like put my hands in the hole in the wall where the stone was in an effort to kind of like lift and shove to kind of straighten things out in that fashion.
Mm-hmm. Give me a strength check.
Right. 21.
21. You're able to push against the building, like, and like get it back pretty straight.
There we go. All right. There. Straight as ever. Good as
Wonderful.
new.
I need a bath.
So,
Still have a couple of places to check into.
Why? You know that they just took the obsidian.
Maybe more information. I don't know.
Well, have fun with that. I got goblin brains to clean up here.
Mm.
Is this goblin brain? I mean, I would think so. Not really.
It's just,
Definitely
it's
not
goblin
the
gore. is
Exploding
what it
head
is.
goop.
Goblin goop.
Goblin goop. I'm covered in goblin goop. I need to be clean.
Certainly is something from the inside of a goblin.
I'm going to make way towards wherever I stayed while I was here.
I was gonna
believe-
look at Raina and be like, "So what? Sleeping giant or?"
well, Gwen did invite you to her home.
I don't like that. I don't like that biddy.
I suppose we
I
could stop there on our way
I mean,
to
I
the
guess if
Sleeping
she,
Giant, where I have a room.
I mean, I guess if she has a shower, that's fine.
Yeah, you can take a short rest and kind of tidy up all the goblin brains.
I don't want to tidy up. I want to be clean.
Right? I just want to be clean.
I just want to be clean, please. Does anyone have some soap? I hear Dawn is really good at getting out the goblin grease.
How about Gwen meets you at the end as you're taking your short rest? She goes,
I have a room here. I keep a room here. You are more than welcome to bathe.
Oh, thank you. You first, obviously, your room. Go ahead. But, thank you. Appreciate that.
Mm.
I'm going to use 2 hit die on my short rest to heal.
Hang on a second.
Well, I am interested about what you learned in your trip to the woods.
Lady, I am covered in goblin goop. You can wait 3 damn minutes.
Well, I never.
Yeah, obviously. You sit in your house, okay? You
Yeah.
never did nothing.
I'm with Frost. I'm gonna try to help. I'm gonna look
Help
at
her
Frost.
bathe?
It's like,
No. Oh god. Oh god.
all right, Franklin, go ahead. I don't have
Not that
anything
kind
for
of game.
you.
Not that kind
So-
of game.
I don't have anything for you, Franklin. Go ahead and use your die. I thought I had something.
No.
Alright,
I
no.
okay.
Okay.
I do have. I was gonna throw some cure wounds out.
Ah, okay.
Unnecessary. Save the spell slot.
I have a lot of spell slots. I think.
Yeah, but when do you ever really use hit die? I'm not worried about it.
All right.
Appreciate it though. I do have a question for
I
For the
lied. I
DM.
can sing.
Mm-hmm.
I never established whether I had a house here or whether I was staying at the Sleeping Giant or the
I
Stone
imagine if
Hill.
you
or...
live here, you probably have somewhere.
Okay, that was.
Yeah.
I will head back to my own place to wash up and.
Are you doing the hit die before or after?
I'm gonna go home, wash, rest, do the hit die while I'm home, and then head back, come back out. And anyone else who wants to wash up at my place is welcome to if they don't have a place. Otherwise, I will rendezvous with you guys in an hour, either at Gwen's or the Stonehill, whichever you guys prefer.
Sleeping
Oh,
giant.
we're at the Sleeping Giant, yeah.
Sleeping Giant.
I
I'm
work
sorry.
at the, yeah.
That's where she works.
Okay, I'll meet you guys at the
Jeez.
Sleeping Giant. I'll take my rest. I'll wash myself, use my hit die, head to the Sleeping Giant, order an ale.
And Frost, on our way to the Giant, we tell Gwen that she can meet us over there in an hour after we've bathed.
Oh, actually,
Franklin.
Franklin. Yeah, let me come with you to your place, and while you're showering, I'm gonna play a song, and as long as you can hear it, you're gonna gain an extra 1d6 hit points after your short rest.
Ooh.
Nice. Who are you going with?
I went with Franklin.
Okay.
Gets me back
Just
to
clarify.
full.
Okay, here, Fermi, here. You could use one of these verses from a song about taking baths.
Perfect.
Oh.
I'm going with the final stanza here. I'm
Okay.
gonna paste it in the chat.
What a nice little tune.
So as Fermi,
Anybody know where that one's?
That's a,
Anyone know where it came from?
Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit.
That's right.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
right.
oh, from the Hobbit.
Girl,
Mm-hmm.
we need to talk.
Well, I mean, it's from Lord of the Rings, right?
Okay.
Obviously not the movie. Although the tune to the song is in the movie, the lyrics are not.
Is it?
Yeah.
What tune is it? I was gonna. I was
It's
gonna sing it to something else.
the greatest comes from the Green Dragon, is the tune. Some of the
Oh.
lyrics are in there.
Oh.
Like, where is it? Sweet is the sound of the falling rain, and the brook that leaps from hill to plain. And then in the movie, it's like, but better than something or rippling brook is a mug of beer and save this took, I think is what they go with. So they like
when they're
they
at the pub,
combined it.
yeah.
But like in the actual song, they're like, beer is better if we don't have anything to drink, and water hot for our baths is what we like to do. So, I mean, that is paraphrasing, obviously. I'm, not Tolkien's lyricist here.
So as
A pleasant
Anyway,
song,
so
Fermi, thank you.
there is the bath song for restoration.
as you get cleaned up, Fermi and
This is now
Franklin,
standard.
as you're heading to the sleeping dragon, you notice that these two little squat figures are kind of arguing with this merchant who has like a stall, and he was like, I told you kids that can't have any of my goods. You're not really kids. You're just goblins in cloaks. He goes, no, we're human kids. Like, yeah, give us candy. It's like, yeah, come on, mister, give us candy. He goes, no, I'm gonna call the town master if you keep bothering me. I'm not supposed to sell to goblins.
Who is witnessing this conversation?
Franklin.
Franklin
Okay,
and Fermi.
I'm Fermi.
Okay.
More of these guys. I walk over all like puffing my chest out like I'll show these goblins. And I walk up behind and hand on the shoulder one of them. Said maybe you guys need to move along.
He goes,
I'm following.
who's gonna make me? And he turns around, looks up, sees this big turtle guy. He goes, But the other goblin's like, hey, mister, buy some candy.
I would like to grapple the one I have my hand on the shoulder of and shove him in the direction away from the vendor.
All right, give me a strength check or a strength roll.
All right. That will be uh-oh. That is a 12.
Well, he rolls a 5.
Oh.
He
Hey,
gets
look, I don't want any more of your brains blowing up on me. Get out of here.
These goblins seem to be normal goblins, but he hits the ground. He goes, they were right about surface dwellers. They're mean. It's like, yeah, we just wanted some candy. And they kind of run off into an alleyway.
Stupid goblin. I walk in, proud of myself, like I just did something. I kind of like look at the merchant, like, yeah, you're welcome.
He goes, thanks, I have a free sucker. And he hands me a lollipop.
Oh,
So
candy.
it was candy.
So we all reconnoiter at the sleeping giant.
Yep.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna order an ale.
Before I get, I'm gonna head to, I guess the administrative offices are, right?
What?
Cut out
What's
there.
that?
No, the town master's hall is where all the
Yeah.
So I just kind of want to check in with Sildar and let him know, what is going on, and kind of figure out where he is. I don't really necessarily want to have a role play thing there. I just wanted to kind of check in with him and
Yeah.
file a report, I guess.
He's been kind of out of commission ever since his adventure here. He just had an injury that just wouldn't heal. And he just says, like, yeah, a few days after you left, these goblins started crashing the town. A few people gone missing. There's been thefts. And besides the kind of the major places you're investigating, every once in a while a goblin shows up breaking stuff or harassing people and all that stuff.
Well, I do understand that you are not what you once were. However, we do have a duty on behalf of the Lord's Alliance to the citizen. Make sure our presence is known.
So I've been trying to keep the town calm during all this, but Harbin is a difficult man to work with.
On that, we can most certainly agree.
And I just kind of fill him in on what we found out and all that.
Saying, I know there was a dwarf scholar in town. She was asking for assistance. That's Gwen. So.
Right. Yeah.
Right,
And then
we'll meet
I
up
will
in
meet.
the
Oh yeah, I'll meet up in the
Sleeping
sleeping
Giant.
giant.
The tap room of the Sleeping Giant is quiet, save for the occasional thunk of a tankard against the table. The bar itself is in shambles. The wooden stiles smashed into splinters, and the top split in half. Nonetheless, a tall purple tiefling works behind the broken counter, diligently cleaning mugs and plates under the watchful eye of the surly half-orc owner, Krista. So, Raina, you would recognize the tiefling as Wheel of Fortune. Usually works in the kitchen, but occasionally she works the bar.
Really, darling. So rare to see you up front.
Oh, Raina, you're back. I've had to take over your job since you've been gone. Saying, I appreciate a lot more the pressure you're under. These people just don't rest. Just don't let up at all.
Fantastic. Say, I'm having a few friends over. Is there anything on tap?
Gruska goes, I figured since you were back, you're back here to work. Or are you an adventurer now? Is that what's going on?
Oh, haven't you heard? I'm a hero of Phandalin now. She's very smug.
The voice in the back of your head goes, hero.
In my head, I'm just like, quiet, you.
Well, here's the crime scene. If you want to look around. Saying they took the lucky, they took the giant bone. Well, what they think is a giant bone. That's what I tell people anyway. That was embedded in the bar here.
Just because I love clarity. It was made from obsidian, correct?
He goes, yep. Saying, you tap your glass on it every time you serve a drink. It's kind of a lucky tradition.
Or unlucky. So remembering all the bad tips and all the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do notice that the goblins, whoever took it, also vandalized the bar. And quite noticeably, there's in common, it goes, Zor's was here.
I love the new artwork.
saying, yeah, our friends decide to leave a little parting gift. Saying, oh, it's going to take a long time to get out. Saying, well, feel free to look around. Saying they didn't take much from the kitchen, but they did make off with the bar's earnings for that night, unfortunately. Saying if you can find it, then saying drinks are on me.
How unlucky. Did they happen to leave anything behind?
She kind of gestures behind, saying, feel free to look.
Wonderful.
You can give me a perception check.
Sure. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You do notice there is a little trail of coins of silver and copper pieces. 5 silver and 7 copper. That are leading to the fireplace.
I want to investigate the fireplace.
Yep. Let's look around. It looks like whatever money they were stealing when they were being chased off, they escaped through the fireplace.
They climbed out the chimney?
Yep, up the chimney.
Rascally rabbit.
Frost is gonna clear her throat. Are you gonna use that bath, or should I go?
Oh, I thought we'd already bathed at this point. Like, this was us coming into the bar.
Oh yeah, an hour has passed.
All right.
Okay.
Well, okay. Well then, let me. I mean, I got to take my short rest to roll the hit.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Because I mean, I'm not super damaged. But
At this point, Gwen walks into the bar with a handful of parchments, and she's like, "Oh my, this place is a bit of a mess, isn't it?" Gressa goes, if you don't like it, you can leave. He goes, oh, no, it's fine. I'll just find a table here. And she gestures you all over. Saying, I would have preferred my own room, but this will do. And she starts laying out the scrolls.
during this entire thing, Frost is going to be super rude, rolling her eyes, exaggerated size, like, and it just randomly, right? Like she'll say that, it's just, right? Just throughout the whole conversation, she's just gonna be a little bitch.
Will Fortune will give you a round. She goes, yeah, this one's on me. You guys are trying to help out. And
Why,
she
thank
says,
you, really. And I give her a little wink.
She gives a little smile and goes, I couldn't do the special ritual since they took the block. Saying, it's not just me, but whenever I tap my glass against it, like, the customers were complaining about their ale tasting too sour, or they would get a little too sick and, like, vomit all over the floor. It's like, way more often when I did that. You ever notice that?
Do you know, I did. Graska.
He goes, She's like sweeping up.
Is this like a recent development where it's only been happening, recently? Or is it common that ale turns sour with our little ritual?
That has been a complaint the past few weeks that my food isn't up to standard, but I run a good place here. I have good food, I have good ale.
Oh yes, I know.
But there seemed to be more of it than usual. I mean, that's just, the previous owner had the tradition. The previous owner before him had it, and, just kept on doing it.
No complaints from them.
Same. It's no more than usual, I guess.
Curious. And I share that with Frost. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I know a lot of F names. I got you.
There's so many F names, like I cannot keep up.
There is.
Sorry. I'll change mine soon enough. I'm gonna keep it with an F though, just to piss you off.
Be like, yeah,
Just to dig the knife in a little bit more. Rub a little bit more salt in that wound.
You have 3 F's and 2 R's.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
Yep.
No.
But Gwen got done like rolling out our scrolls, saying, "I begin to find all the information I could about the goblins in this area." Saying, what else have you discovered?
Quick side note: I gave Wheelie all that change that I found on the floor
Okay.
because she's super nice and like the only other tiefling in this town.
Yep. What's the evidence you're going to show Gwen?
Why don't we wait for everyone to get here?
They're all here. Don't worry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
Shockingly quiet for this group.
I know, right?
I didn't realize that. I thought I was still gone.
You're all
I
here,
don't
but
know where I
nobody knew.
am.
You walk in right as they're about to start the conversation.
Just drinking.
Yep. Oh, please, I need details.
I mean, I haven't. What do you got first?
Well, all I know is that goblins have been causing mischief around town.
Seriously, we knew that before we left.
Remind me again. What is?
You
it
are
that
the
they
ones doing the
studied?
investigation. He hasn't been. So
I mean, but you didn't find anything in any of those dusty old scrolls of any use whatsoever?
Well, if I had some more information from you, from what you've gathered around town, then I could research more.
Have we told you of the obsidian?
He goes, yes, the obsidian.
And there was nothing about obsidian in your dusty scrolls and books.
She will, like, adjust her glasses. He goes, must be something here. Maybe a naturally occurring rock in the area.
Does it have any magical properties or special properties?
He goes, not in... See, no inherent magical properties in obsidian. But they've stole it from 3 locations, and heard that Barthen's Well was a 4th. Safe to assume that it was stolen from there as well. And I heard you were talking about bad luck when you were around it?
Well, at least here, I'm not sure about anywhere else. Whenever we served a drink, such as ale or food, we always tap it on the little obsidian bone that we have, or had. And we get complaints, frankly, that the ale has turned sour or the food is disgusting.
Has any of you, anyone else had close proximity to these shards?
I mean, Franklin, wasn't there that cornerstone
Yeah,
thingy?
the cornerstone of the miners' exchange was taken. I don't know that they had experienced any particular bad luck outside of this attack and that cornerstone being stolen. But, obsidian is a nice shiny rock, so I can understand it.
Just
Has a lot of ornamentality to it.
You've
Franklin, you like shiny things. Would you happen to know anything about obsidian?
and you haven't experienced any
Not particularly.
Okay.
unusual effects while you're in the miners' exchange.
Oh, well. I mean, no. I look down at my beer and just turn away like I don't want to be a part of the conversation anymore.
Interesting. I know Halia was, I spoke to Miss Halia before, and she was quite irritable when I started asking her questions. Is that normal for her?
Yeah, but she's pretty crotchety. All right. Okay, look, guys. Look. So I was in there the other day before we left for an adventure. I didn't want to say anything because you guys were gonna, be suspect of the source. But I had a pretty lucid hallucination while I was in there last time. Pretty far beyond anything I had experienced previously. But I just assumed that I had just a residual bad trip from, a little flashback action. I mean, that's probably all it was.
On this trip? Yeah.
Gosh, it's so fuzzy that I forgot to take notes.
DM, is he lying? Can I roll a check?
If you remember during his introduction, when he was organizing the gems, he kind of had a rainbow-fueled freak-out trip.
Indeed.
Right, but is he lying about remembering?
Oh, that's up to him.
Oh, no, I'm telling the truth because I actually didn't write down the details of that in my note.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but my character remembers. I remember having the trip, but the details of it are not written down.
Yeah, but it's up to the player if they lie or not me. Or me telling you.
No, I know.
If
Like,
lying, yeah.
I was just wondering what the roll would be, like an insight check or something.
It would
just
be
determine
inside,
whether or
but
not
again,
I thought he lied.
But again, when it's between players, it's kind of up to them if they want to reveal or not.
Right.
Don't truth me if you don't believe it.
Yeah.
They don't have that spell.
I didn't want to say anything because you guys would be like, it's nothing new. It's from just years of illicit substances. Can't be related. But I'm telling you, it was different. You gotta believe me.
Yeah, sure.
And you don't remember anything about it.
Well, I was looking at like a really shiny jade emerald that had this strange luminescence about it that I wasn't familiar with, and then it faded. It all went away. It just, I don't know. It was very, I don't know. Have you guys ever seen one of those robes of scintillating colors? It's kind of like getting flashed by one of those. You know what I mean?
Fermi's like,
Okay. Remind me again, what color is jade?
Jade. It's
Is
green.
it like green?
It's green.
it's Jade.
And Raina just kind of sits back and is, maybe I'm pulling at strings, but I don't know.
Well, pull away. Yeah, I don't have any other explanation for it other than that.
You know, frankly,
That's
you
weird.
look at gems all day, and the best you can do to describe jade is to say green.
Well, first he did say Jade.
Yeah, that was his first response. What color is jade? Jade.
That's what color it is. It's its own color. It is a shade of green.
Light shade? Dark shade?
Well, it can have all kinds of... You know what, guys? And I turn around again and just get back to my drink.
One goes up. So there was perhaps a connection, or else you were just high as balls that day.
Hi, is it? Never mind.
So, have you learned about where these goblins might have hailed from?
An old Draugr mining outpost.
Yep.
They're being led by some guy named Roxathid the Chosen.
Rumpelstiltskin, yes.
Frost tries to like elbow Franklin to shut him up, but then of course he's got a shell.
Yeah.
So presumably, in attempting to elbow Franklin, she like hurts her elbow. Would be my
Your
guess.
funny bone.
Feel it.
One
Yeah,
day.
like
She goes, interesting. If I could perhaps find any evidence of old Durgar abandoned Durgar outposts in the region, perhaps we can find the source of our goblin problems. Give me some time to look over my scrolls, and perhaps you can visit the last crime scene over at at Barthen's provisions, see if the stories are adding up here.
All right.
And hopefully soon I can point you in the right direction.
All right. Well, sounds like Barthen's provisions it is.
Frost's eyes are really narrowed, and she's staring at Gwen with outright loathing. She doesn't say anything. She's just really narrow, really squinty eyes and hatred on her face.
Right, so the last area is Barthen's provisions.
Let's go.
Do it to it.
The modest red brick well behind Barthen's provisions is dilapidated and crumbling. The well's walls are toppled over. Chunks of brick and stone litter the grass nearby, and the well's roof is splintered and caved in. The well's wench and pulley have been smashed to pieces. And, an older gentleman who runs a shop, Elmer Barthen, and his, one of the employees, a young halfling named Ander, comes to, like, assist you as you're looking at the well.
What happened to your son?
He goes, my son?
He's the little boy. He looks like.
He's probably like 60 years old, though.
Nope. You're late. It's been said.
Andrew goes, I'm 18.
Hmm.
He goes, let me just read this thing real quick. It's like, it was Ander here that, noticed some figures kind of lollygagging around the well. He goes, yeah, by the time that I, got back there, the thing was already in shambles. But I did hear him say something. He says, these goblin things said, hurry, back to the rest. And they had big bulbous heads, and their hands were glowing green with magic. It wasn't like any goblin I've ever seen before. And ever since then, the well's been all dried up. I saw him climb. I saw him jump into it after. I saw them jump in after they spotted me.
They went into the well, and I looked down in.
Yeah, there's you don't see any water at the bottom there. Saying, yeah, the old goblins must have blocked the path of the water.
Fermi says, well...
Well...
Frost groans. Oh, God. Did you happen to have any, I don't know, obsidian that seems to have gone missing recently?
Or jade.
Says... I'm trying to figure out the name of what they stole. It was like the wench, or like the pulley that was holding
Like
the
the
winch.
crank handle or something?
Yeah. Sorry, it's trying to find it. It was a part of the well holding the pulley and stuff up. I think it's literally called like a head. Saying, so yeah, they didn't steal anything from the shop. They just started destroying the well.
and then jumped into it and disappeared.
So yeah, must have dammed up the source of water too. Andrew goes, been hearing something down there, like a growling sound.
Lovely.
It just keeps getting better.
He goes, and to be frank, I'm kind of glad that thing's gone. I've always felt uneasy around this well, like whenever I got water from it. Something about it gives me the shivers.
Yeah, I'm sure
Anyone-
everything is solved now.
Yeah, right.
I mean, did anyone ever get like sick from the water or anything? I mean, just felt weird, huh?
Yeah, and whenever that night, I would usually have a nightmare. Like at first, I didn't think much of it, but then I realized every time I drew water from the well that night, I would have a nightmare.
So is this a recent development, say, in the last, I don't know, couple of weeks? Or has it always been?
Yeah, it's been like the past few weeks.
You didn't have any problems until then?
He goes, nope, been working here for years.
Does it look like I could fit in the well if I jumped in?
Just barely. There is a rope that's going down. You have to secure it a little bit. But Elmer goes like, if you can unblock the well, then like I would appreciate it. Like, town needs this water.
Yeah, but you just said that you didn't see water at the bottom of the well, right?
Well, it used to be there.
Yeah.
Goblins must have done something.
Why don't
How
I
far
just
down is
hop
it?
on down there and take a look-see?
All right.
Franklin, that'll take hours. Can you even maneuver that shell down there?
It looks like I could fit in here.
He's got
Okay,
a
but if you
perfectly
get
rope-shaped
stuck, I'm
divot.
leaving you.
I attempt to shimmy my way down the well shaft.
Right. Give me a strength check.
Aw. 8.
8. Ooh, nice.
Sorry.
You're like, I got this. But you immediately don't got it. And as you try to maneuver down, you do lose your footing. You fall. You fall on your shell. Land prone. You do take... You do take 5 bludgeoning damage as you're prone at the bottom of this well. And immediately you hear kind of like the low grumbling noise just outside of the well's like beam of light shining down. And you hear footsteps. And there is a creature. Creature comes into view. Show me a picture.
Franklin? Franklin, are you dead? Like, how far down can we see?
Yeah,
Oh.
is this thing...
Can
I see this monster?
About 20. You can maybe see like it coming into view from the bottom of the well, but this disgusting looking trash creature with like tentacles comes into view, lets out a roar.
So this is appearing to Franklin down in the well, not above,
Yep,
like at ground level.
yep, down the well. The smell of damp earth tinged with a acrid rot fills your nose. What looks like the remains of an underground river snakes through the cavern, through a pile of dark rocks. Though a pile of dark rocks block the headstream. In the far corner is the source of the scent, a pile of carrion and sewage being dragged by a fleshy, 3-legged creature. Oh, that's right, he only has 3 legs. And he is going to attack, but we're going to do that next time.
Aw.
Unless you
But
want to do
only Franklin is down there, right?
unless you want to do a combat right now.
No, I'm
Yeah,
good.
no.
Okay.
I'll leave it to everybody else.
I mean, you
I
should
know
at
what I'm
least
gonna do
alert us,
first.
Franklin.
No, we didn't hear anything. We're walking away.
Here, I will show you the map. Oh, it's black. Hold on. This thing, Franklin, you are right here. This creature is over here. So what's going to happen next time is, Franklin, you are prone. Everyone else has to find your way down the well.
Is the rope still attached?
Yep,
Or-
rope's still
okay,
attached.
okay.
Yep, but that's where we'll end for tonight.
Yay!
We're drinkers.
Thank you, Joey.
Ooh,
Nope, thanks. Sorry, I was getting tired near the end there.
No,
That's all right.
fine.
Me too. Me too.
Okay.
No, I am having a ball. Thank you.